So we ask for what value of x does this attain its maximum value? If the angle, that's first quadrant, the angle is a first quadrant angle, we know that for in any that's sine function, sine of any angle, the minimum is -1 and the maximum is 1. So the way we solve this, for this to have a maximum value, this should be 1. That's it. Anything here, the maximum value is 1. So we are saying that sine 2x minus 25 degree must be 1. And we know 1 means sine 90, that's the maximum. So we'll compare now. This sine, so whatever that is here, which is 2x minus 25 degrees, must be equal to 90 degrees. So we'll solve for x. We have 2x equals 90 plus, that is 115. So divide both sides by 2. Therefore, x is 115 over 2, which is 571 over 2. So that's the answer. The answer is C. Okay, the next question we ask, find the minimum value of this. Minimum value of this. Okay, for this to have a minimum value, this is a fraction. So for it to have a minimum value means that whatever that is in the denominator must be greater than this. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm saying that, example, let me use 1 over 3 is less than 1 over 2 because 3 is greater than 2. So for this to have a minimum value, the denominator must be very large to make this thing must be greater than 4. So how do you do it? We now concentrate on this. Remember that sine, the minimum value is -1, while the maximum is 1. So what I will do now is, what will I replace this such that this will now result to a very large number? So meaning I'm taking the largest value of sine theta, which is 1. So I'm taking 1. So we say that this is now 4 over 6 plus 2 times 1. Because if I take the minimum value -1, we now have 6 minus 2, which is a small number compared to 6 plus 2. So that's just a logical equation. We have 4 over, this is 8. So the answer is half. Our answer is A. Find the maximum value of this. Again, as the other one, I told you, for a fraction to have a maximum value, I'm saying that half is greater than 1 over 3. So we'll make this one as small as possible. That's what we do. And we know that cos, again, cos has a minimum value of -1 and a maximum value of 1. So if we can make this one as small as possible, we now obtain the maximum value of the function. So how do I make this one as small as possible? So we'll take the positive value. Because if I take the negative value, -1 times -1 is not, it will now be 4. So we'll make this one as small as possible. So we'll take the negative value. So this is just 2 over 3 minus -1. Do you remember the logic? If I take -1 now, this thing will become a large number. This is minus times -1, it will be plus. So I will take positive value so that this thing, the number down here, will be very small compared to. So our answer is 2 over 2, which is 1. Our answer is B. So it's just a logical equation. For this to have a maximum, we try and make the denominator as small as possible. So that's why we took the maximum part here to be 1. So the next question, if sec squared plus tan squared is then the angle x is what? Okay, sec squared, remember that 1 plus tan squared is sec squared. So meaning that I'm replacing sec squared as that. So I have 1 plus tan squared is equal to 3. And tan squared plus tan squared is 2 tan squared. And again, 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 2 tan squared x. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have tan squared x is equal to 1. So tan x is now square root of 1. Remember, square root of any number is plus or minus 4 values. We'll find the first quadrant value, second quadrant, third, fourth. So that's it. So which implies that x, the first quadrant value is 45 degrees. Another where is also positive is third quadrant, which is 180 plus 45. For the negative value, second quadrant, we have 180 minus 45. And finally, 360 minus 45. So that's the 4 value. So there is no 45 here. There is no 135. So the answer is B. So this has 4 values, but they gave us only the third quadrant value. So if it's 45, it's also correct. If it's 135, correct. If it's 315, it's also correct. So the answer is B.